Hey everybody, welcome to my channel, or welcome back if you are returning. My name is Hannah. This is a channel about cross stitch. We are dogless tonight because he is downstairs. My husband is eating tortillas, just the tortilla by itself. And my dog apparently wanted in on that, so he's downstairs. I have the door closed because they're watching TV, so that's like a normal occurrence. Here recently. My husband now gets off work at 4:30 rather than 5, so he's like not working late, you know, he's actually getting off on time now, whereas before he was getting off, he would finish work really late, like after he was supposed to be done. He was supposed to be done at 5, he wouldn't get done until like 7 sometimes, so I didn't have to close this door because he wasn't downstairs watching TV, but now he is. Hi, welcome to my channel. We ramble. We go off on bunny trails. So my computer, for some reason, didn't charge. I'm charging it now because, you know, I think it was a couple weeks ago, I had knocked my charger off of my computer and I didn't realize. I didn't realize I wasn't charging my computer again, but this time I was not lazy and I brought my charger upstairs. So, we've got some things today. We have got WIPs. I do have a little bit of haul that I just got in the mail today. And we have giveaway. We have a couple things. And we also have a giveaway that my winner never contacted me in the last 2 weeks. So we're gonna draw it again. So we'll draw another winner. Sorry to the first winner, but I gave you 2 weeks, so don't know what to tell you. Hopefully the next person will get in touch with me. Okay, so let us start. I think I've said everything. Thank you for being here. Thank you for returning. Yeah, I think that's everything. So let's get into it. Yeah. So I'll show you the thing I forgot to show you last week. So I worked on one more project in 24 hours of cross stitch. And I totally just forgot to put this in the, like, worked on bag. Got a thread. So this is my Gnome au Fraises. I think that's how you say it. But it's essentially Strawberry Gnome. It is by this Petites Croix de Lucie. Yeah, it's so cute. I'm so close to finished with this one. I don't think I'm going to finish it this year, but oh, there he is. Thank you. Guppy, what are you doing? Come here. Apparently he wanted to come in. So we have a dog. We see the dog. He's here now. He's very concerned about why the door was closed on him, though. It's fine. We're just making a video. Are we making a video? Yeah, he gets really excited when I say that. Anyway, so here is where I am. I think this is 28 count, just regular white. I could have done him on something more fun than white, but I had this and I wanted to start him, so I did. Last year. So as you can see, I'm finished him. He is finished. Now I just have to do the, like, strawberry bucket, and the little, like, birdhouse thing that's inside of it, and then all the backstitch and the beads. There are no actual beads on this, but I'm not doing the French knots, so I'm going to put beads in there instead. Yeah. I might change my mind, but at this point I'm probably not changing my mind. I don't like French knots, so I just don't do them. But I do want to add the beads because they're in the strawberries. They're all like the seeds in the strawberries, and then I think they're on his shoes, because his shoes are supposed to look kind of like strawberries too, like this shoe right here. There's only one shoe, so this one. Why are you over there? Yeah. So yeah, this is where I'm at so close, but again, don't think I'm going to finish. And I have this whole big giant piece of fabric. And I'm going to load my serger this weekend, so I will be able to hopefully serge all these edges. And I have a couple of pieces of cut fabric that I just cut to take to the framers when I went to Corinne and Colleen's, so I have a couple pieces that I can serge, but I am going to practice on a couple of like waste pieces of fabric, and then I will serge my real pieces of fabric so that I don't lose a whole bunch. And I might have plans for, well, I'm not saying I might, I do have plans for, I think, the rest of this fabric, because it's all of this. I mean, there's a lot of fabric here. It is not big enough for my supersized HAED, the Grand Library, which I will talk about that in a minute. It's not big enough for that, but I do plan on starting something else next year that I think this is going to be big enough. If I cut off this like part, it should be, oop, sorry dude, it should be big enough. We'll see. I have to measure how big this actually is, because it's just a cut, it's just cut piece from other pieces. Like I cut a bunch of pieces off. I think this was like a couple yards, maybe like 2 yards of fabric that I just cut like a bunch of pieces off of it for other full coverages and stuff. And this was just the leftover that I had. So we'll see if that's going to be big enough for the other piece that I plan to start next year. And then here is a comparison photo of that, sorry. And also this bag, so cute. So cute. I got it as a gift from Ariana at Where Black Sheep Meet. I don't think her store is open right now on Etsy. I could be wrong, but she's linked below. If the store is open, it's linked below. I think she takes occasional breaks because she doesn't always have stuff to put in there, so, you know. Okay, and then in this beautiful bag, I mean, just these bags, man. This is, oh, there you go, you've already seen it. This is by Tiffany, Black Cat X Stitchery, and obviously what is in it is my fox by Cottage Garden Samplings. This piece, so fun, so fun. I'm so close to being finished, and then I can start the swans. But I know one of the, like, specialty threads is really hard to find at the moment, so I'm probably going to have to do a conversion to something else that's not super hard to find. Like, there's nowhere that has it. I'll be lucky if my LNS has it, but I highly doubt it. But anyway, here is where we are. So as you can see, I have basically finished the whole top section. I just have to finish the little house here. And then I just need to do the snowflakes and the trees over here in this area, and then I'll be done. So I am looking for a finish next weekend, hopefully on Sunday. I will have a finish on this, and then I can start the swans, because I'm just going to use the same fabric. So, but I'm still technically, I think, in technical terms, in No New Starts, I think like if you work on the same piece of fabric without cutting it, it's technically all one project. But I'm not doing that because I'm tissue boxing these, so like I'll do this one and then it'll be a finish, and then the next one will take its place because they're all the same size, so I can just say it's finished and here's my new start. And it's all in the same fabric, but it doesn't matter. They are new starts. For me, they are new starts, because they will be cut eventually. Like, they're not all going to stay on the same piece of fabric. I'm going to frame them individually, is the plan. But yeah, oh, I love this. It is so much fun. It has been a joy to stitch this one. and I can't believe how close I am to finished. I was talking to, oh, and I'm doing this with Aimee from A Little Farm Quilts and Gail from Gail's Golden Needle. I think there's one other person that I always forget. I'm not sure that the other person has a Flosstube, but Gail and Aimee do, so please go check them out. By the way, Aimee has 400 something, like 400 subscribers. She only needs 100 more subscribers to get to 500 to be able to post on the community tab, and that's really, I think, the big draw for most of us, is that we can use the community tab to like let you know what's going on if we're not posting or whatever. And I really love for her to be able to get to 500 to be able to post on the community tab. So if you haven't subscribed to her, please do. You know, I always say don't necessarily subscribe to somebody because somebody has told you to. You know, subscribe to them if you like watching their stuff, but at the same time, like, subscribe to them and just turn off notifications. You know, you don't have to watch them if you don't want to, but you would like to show your support. I don't know, but please do subscribe to her. It's my call out for the day. I do have one more call out if I remember to do it, because occasionally I forget to do any kind of under 1,000 subs club, and I haven't watched a whole sub club. I haven't watched a whole lot of YouTube recently, so I've been watching the Borgias on Netflix, so that's taken up a lot of my time. But I'm just going to keep holding this up because it's beautiful. I'm not actually. I'm going to put it away now. But here is the comparison photo. I am doing this on Jamey. It is a 32 count linen by Grace Notes Stitchers. As always, fabric is all down below if I know it. Sometimes I don't actually know. Like this one, I think it's 28 count, so I'm going to put 28 count, but it's just white, so it really doesn't matter. But anyway, the next thing that I worked on, I worked on my wedding piece for one day, ran out of a color, and because of the way that I work that piece, if I run out of a color, I can't keep working on it, so I ran out of color when I was 19 stitches in. So, yeah, that happened. So, I worked on it for 19 stitches, and then I put it away because I didn't have the color. So I'm not showing it today because I really didn't work on it. Now I just need to find the cover photo for this one, if I even have it. It's in here somewhere. I promise you it's in here somewhere. Ah, there it is. Okay, so this is the Witchy Stitcher. It is Ouija, I don't know how we say that. Happy Halloween. I am not doing it in this colorway. I have made up my own colorway that I haven't really fully made up. I just know what I'm doing the border color in. And I think all of that border color I'm going to use for all of that ecru color. I just didn't think that this colorway would look good on the fabric that I'm doing it on, so I changed the colorway, which is fine. I just don't know what I'm doing with the white moon and the white I was about to say Jack in the Box. It's not a jack-o'-lantern. Yeah, that's where my brain is. So anyway, that's what that will somewhat look like. Not really. Kind of, but not really. And then I'm doing 3 projects on this piece of fabric, and I haven't cut it. They're all on here. So I'm always trying to find the right one. But this is where I am so far. So we're going to hope and pray, everybody hope and pray for me that this meets up with this. I always stress out, but I wanted to do the border first, so we're going to hope that this meets up with this up here. I think so. I think I counted correctly. It looks accurate. but you don't know until you know. Oh my gosh, what is happening over here? Here we go. So yeah, so I don't remember exactly where I was. I think I was like just up here somewhere, so I got all that done. Not bad. Not a bad bit. I was somewhere over here. I know I was over here somewhere. And then so I finished all this, and then all this. And that was Friday, when I was supposed to work on my wedding piece, ran out of the color, didn't feel like going out to get it. I pulled this out. So Friday and then some of Saturday, I worked on this. I had my 5-year reunion from my alma mater, my college, and I went to that on Saturday, so I didn't have a super lot of time to stitch, because I was there from like 10 till probably about 5 or 5:30, so I didn't have that much time to stitch on Saturday. But here is the comparison photo for this one. And I've just realized my Gnome cover photo is still sitting out, so I'm going to put that away too. Oh, wait. Sorry, there's going to be a lot of zippers in this moment because I keep on forgetting to put my cover photos away. But yeah, that one's not in any fun, pretty project bags. It's just one of my Amazon bags because it is convenient and they're cheap. So when I need like a bulk of bags, I go to Amazon, which I don't love, but there's no other good way to do it. What are you stuck on? Okay. As I fiddle. Fiddle. Okay, and then this lovely last project bag that I have up here today. This is by the lovely Kaylee. I have her shop listed below as well. All of the bags, the shops that I got them from, whether I bought them or I was sent them, I was lovingly sent this one, and the gnomes, and then the fox I bought. But yeah, beautiful. I love this bag so much. There's so much room in here. Like I could fit my dog in here. No, I know I couldn't. I'm just kidding. Totally couldn't. But this is Birds, Butterflies, and Blooms World Map. This is a HAED pattern, and then the artwork is by Aimee Stewart. We all know how much I love my Aimee Stewarts because I've got quite a few of them on the go, or plan to. So anyway, I started working on this one on Monday, worked on it on Monday and Tuesday, and here is where we are at the moment. So I finished this diagonal here, and then I started the next one up there, and it's super exciting because from close up you don't actually kind of know what you're working on, but I think I don't look at the cover photo really ever. So I think what we're seeing here is like the actual map. Like this is what I believe is water. I could be wrong. I could be so wrong. You've just seen what it's supposed to look like, but I have no idea. So, I do know that this is a bird. I do know that. That much I have figured out. And like the flowers, obviously, but yeah, I don't know. This one's so fun, but it is done for the month, so I will be putting it away. And then tomorrow I'm pulling out Medusa, and I will work on Medusa. And then here's a comparison photo. But yeah, I'm super, super loving this kind of rotation thing that I've got going on. It's not stressful at all for me. I feel like if I don't have time to work on something, it is okay. It doesn't stress me out like it used to because I don't have any like number goals to get to. With the way that my life has been going, number goals just wouldn't be possible recently. So I'm glad I got rid of the number goals, because that would have been stressing me out and I wouldn't have any fun with it. So I'm glad that I got rid of them. Okay, what do I want to do now? Let's do fabrics. So I got my fabrics of the month from Stitch Me. These are, what are we in May now? These are the April fabrics of the month, because I always get them at the end of the month or the beginning of the next month. So let's do the darn thing. If you haven't got yours, please look away. Do not, unless you want to be spoiled. So that's my announcement. I love the color this month. It is beautiful. I love the neutral too, but like the color is just everything. So the neutral, I get 32 count linen for both of them. So I get the neutral and the color. So the neutral is this. It's somewhat accurate. The top here is more accurate than the bottom. So what you're seeing on the top is the whole way down. I don't know why the bottom is looking like that, but the top, like this area on the top, is really accurate. So it's kind of a tan, orangey kind of color. It's called Peanut. So sorry if you're not looking. You've just been spoiled on the color, but what can you do? I'm pretty sure most people have gotten theirs. I think I'm one of the last people to get mine, usually. But anyway, beautiful. I think I'm going to use this piece for the quilting bee. When I start that, I had originally thought I was going to use a different color, but this came today and I was like, ooh, I think this will be a really nice color for that. I have to check, because the other one I have that's already kitted up, the other fabric I have for it is also a really nice color, but I think this one will work better. But we'll see. I'll check. Okay, and then the color this month. Y'all, I have no idea what I'm doing this, but it's beautiful. The color this month is so good. Look at that. Just, oh my gosh. The video does not do it justice. I've already got something on it. There are much more spots of like gray than I think is showing up. You can see them, but I think that they're more prominent in real life. It's such a good color. It's called Rainy Day. So good. And this is why I get linen, because I think linen dyes, of all of the colors, of all of the fabrics that you can get, in my opinion, I think linen dyes just the best. It models the best. It picks up on colors usually the best. Some very specific colors show up better on Lugana, or show up very differently on Lugana. For example, Michael, Grace Note Stitcher's Michael, very different between the two. There's much more gray in the Lugana than there's barely any gray at all in the linen, which for me, usually I like the linen more, but I actually like the Lugana more in that color. So if you're gonna get Michael from Grace Notes Fabrics, get the Lugana or the evenweave, any of the evenweave. Yeah, it just dyes very differently, which, in my opinion, it's prettier on Lugana. But anyway, those are the two fabrics. That's all of the haul that I have. No more haul. But we do have this bag. I still own it. I know it's been 4 weeks. But I, mentioned the giveaway 4 weeks ago. 2 weeks after that, I drew a winner, and then the winner never contacted me. So it's been 2 weeks since that first draw. I'm going to draw again. So, let me just get myself together, pull up my numbers, my spinner, what is it called? The random number generator. And then we'll go from there. Okay, I'm not going to do the whole kit and caboodle like I usually do. I'm just going to press generate and we're going to go. Okay, ready, generate. 16. We have Michelle Johnson. Michelle Johnson. You have won the Golden Girls bag. So please email me. Email me your information within the next 2 weeks, and I will send this out to you. If I don't hear from you, we'll draw again. But I'm hoping that I hear from you. So, Michelle Johnson, you have won. I will put your name down on the screen, hopefully. Okay, the next giveaway is the next giveaway I'm going to draw is the 1,000 subscribers. 1,000 subscribers giveaway. Y'all went hard on this giveaway. I have 3 pages of names written down. There were 92 comments as of today. 86 of them were entries. Y'all went hard. Y'all wanted this giveaway really bad. So I'm happy. Hey, look, I'm glad I could give you a giveaway that you wanted. Also, I think I mentioned this last time, but like reading the comments was just so, I don't know, I like teared up a couple times. They were very sweet. And then I laughed quite a few times when folks were talking about me being a sugar mama. I think there was one comment. I don't remember. I'm sorry, I don't remember who it was, but she said, I never knew I needed a sugar mama so bad. It was so funny. It was so funny. You cracked me up. But anyway, we're going to draw for the 1,000 subs. I will be drawing 2 names from these 3 pages. So good luck. There's a lot of people entered in this one, but I will be drawing 2 names. Those 2 people will get in touch with me via email. It's the easiest way, for the most part. If I know you personally, you can either text me if you have my phone number, or you can message me on Instagram or Facebook. Those are also fast. If we're not friends on Facebook, it might go to like my requested messages, and those are not always visible for me because I just don't notice them. So Instagram's usually the best, but email is always good no matter who you are, because I will get them. So 2 people will get their names drawn, they will email me, and we will work out what I'm kitting up for you, whether it's one thing or multiple things, up to $100 US for each of you. Okay? That's how this will work. So we'll work pretty closely together to try to figure out what we're doing. You get to choose all of the stuff, so if you want something completely different than the called for stuff, I will do that as long as it's mostly readily available. If it's really hard for me to find, then I'm not going to be able to help you very much. But if I can pretty easily find it and you know what you want, then we'll work together on that. Okay, 2 names. So I'm going to go 86. 1 to 86. Whew. Okay, it still says 16 from the last spin, or number generate, whatever. You know what I'm trying to say. So I'm going to spin for the first name. You ready? 11. 11 is Tess. Tess, you won another giveaway. Tess Stitches, you just won another giveaway. So I'm going to help you kit up something. This is going to be good. This is going to be fun. Is it going to be a HAED? Seriously? Watch. Just watch. Okay. Anyway, the first winner is Tess. Congratulations, Tess. That's so funny. You can just message me on Facebook. Honestly. Yeah. We might want to do it over email eventually, but like Facebook's going to be quicker. Okay. Second name. Oh, poor everybody on the last 2 pages. That did never click, never did anything. The second name is number 7, who is Rebecca Hefner. So Rebecca Hefner, please email me. I'm going to kit up something or some things for you. Please email me. If I don't hear from either person, which I'm sure I'm going to hear from Tess, but if I don't hear from either person or one, you know, one or the other, I will draw again in 2 weeks. So get back in touch with me, people. It's $100. I'm giving you basically $100 worth of stuff. But yeah, congratulations to both of those people. Super excited. Tess, this is weird. It's not that weird. And then Rebecca, I don't know you, but I'm so glad that you watch my channel, and congratulations. So I think that's everything. I don't have any other, I'm not starting any other giveaways right now because I don't have the brain power, the brain capacity to do that. But, oh, the other thing I wanted to talk about is kind of my plans. Oh, I have 2 more things. Okay, look, the video's not over yet. If you're not here for, like, chatty, it's stitchy chatty related, but it's like chatty, I'm not showing anything anymore. We're done showing things. Okay. I need to get comfortable for this. So, I was talking, y'all are gonna hate me. Look. I was talking to Aimee from A Little Farm Quilts, and we had planned to start the Grand Library in the new year for our New Year, New Start. Look, we can't wait. I keep on seeing people working on it, and it's calling my name, and I really want to start it. So I have ordered a yard of fabric from Corinne, and they're gonna send it in my next Fabric of the Month package, and we're gonna start on June 4th. We're starting the Grand Library on June 4th. I have a free space in No New Starts because I earned a free space in one of the events that they're doing. So I'm going to use that free space for the Grand Library because it's so big. It's a supersized, right? I'm doing the supersized max color, so nothing is going to ever be finished anytime in the near future being 50 plus years. So yeah, I'm going to be starting that on June 4th with Aimee, and we're doing that because we want to take it to StitchCon. We're going to 2 different weeks at StitchCon, but we'll both bring it to our week of StitchCon, or our weekend of StitchCon. It feels like a week because I think I took 5 days off of work or something. I took off Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Monday. So I took off 4 days of work, which is basically a week. Anyway, so that's my first update. We are going to be hashtagging it on Instagram, and I have come up with the hashtag 6 months early Sal because we're literally going to be starting it 6 months earlier than we planned. So that's the hashtag. If anybody else had planned on starting it later this year or even into next year and has decided, I'm going to start it now, around now, you can join in on our hashtag, Sal. Because we suck. We suck. We suck at making plans and actually sticking to them. It's fine. I just really needed to start it, and she also really needed to start it, so we were like, why are we forcing ourselves to wait? We can just start it. If I didn't have a free space in No New Starts, I probably would be able to hold myself off, but now I have a free space, so I'm just like, why not? And I ordered the fabric, so why not? I'll have everything I need. Yeah, so anyway, that's happening. The other thing that I wanted to chat about is, I don't know if I've brought this up, I don't remember if I've brought this up, but I might have plans for next year. I think I've mentioned that I am not doing no new starts next year because I have a bunch of like pieces that I want to work on. Oh, my knee needed to crack. Yeah, I have a bunch of pieces that I want to start next year via WIP Go. So I've started kitting up the projects that I want to start, and my goal for next year is kind of out there and kind of wild and a lot different than most people's goals, because most people are trying to whittle down their WIP pile. I'm trying to whittle up my WIP pile. I'd like to have 100 WIPs started / going by the end of next year. I know. Am I crazy? Kind of. So I've already started kitting them up. I think I have like 7-ish projects that I don't have fabric for. And there's a bunch of fabric patterns that I don't have like the fancy flosses and stuff for. But I can get those. And then the fabrics, I'll slowly, like, I get fabrics in my Fabric of the Month clubs, so I'll be able to kind of see where we're at there. And then by the end of the year, if I still don't have a fabric that I want to use for the projects, then I will start looking at buying, like, just extra pieces that I think will work with that pattern. Yeah, so I've started putting fabrics with patterns because I have so much fabric from my Fabric of the Month clubs that I've just started pairing them. Sometimes my fabrics aren't big enough. It's like the perfect color, but the fabric's not big enough, and it's a Fabric of the Month color, so it isn't out. Like, I can't get it. But luckily I get a fat half of 2 different fabrics from Grace Notes Fabrics, so usually I'll have something that'll work. And then I'll use the quarters for some of the smaller pieces that are not small, but you know. So anyway, that's the kind of goal for next year. Like I said, not doing new starts, obviously, because I'm trying to get 100 WIPs into my rotation. But I will be putting WIP Go boards together, so I'm planning on having probably like 4 WIP Go boards. So that means a couple of pieces won't be on the WIP Go boards, but I'll make sure that they get some love, especially because one of them is going to be Flosstube Friends that I have sent the pattern. I think everybody has received the pattern. I sent 3 of the 4 other, well, I guess 4 of the 5 other people their patterns. Heather had hers already because she was gangbusters. She decided to buy it on her own. But I did send the pattern to the other folks doing the pattern with me. I don't know how we're going to do it yet. I'm still working out whether we want to send each project around, or if we want to do it somewhat like how we're doing, what is the pattern called? Cross Stitch Nation this year, where we're all stitching our own pattern, but we're doing, like, we're changing the colors of the dresses and stuff like that. I don't know yet how we're going to do it, but that's one of the projects, and so because that's one of the projects, it's not going to go into my WIP Go board, because I'm going to work on it like when we're doing each person, if that makes sense. And there's 6 people, 6 women, I think. They're all women. No, there's 1 man. I don't remember. There's 6 people in Flosstube Friends. So we'll probably do, like, every other month. We'll stitch on 1 person. Anyway. I don't know. I haven't decided that much yet. And now it doesn't matter. Like, y'all don't care. But that is one of the projects. So that one won't go on my WIP Go board. I'm sure there's going to be other ones that won't go on my WIP Go board because of one reason or another. There are 4 projects that I'm going to focus on next year. And those are my Mirabilia Queens that I'm going to be starting next year / at the end of this year. So those will be my focus pieces. They'll get the most love because I would love to be able to finish those by the end of next year. So we'll see. I don't know if that's going to happen. It might be wishful thinking, but I feel like if I can give each queen 5 like good solid days, well, 4 good solid days of stitching each month, that should be pretty decent. That should be a pretty decent amount of stitching. So we'll see. Also depends how work's going, because that could change like in an instant. I could say, oh yeah, it's gonna get 4 days of stitching, and then like, you know, 1 month I get like 15 days of stitching in the month. Who knows? Doesn't matter. So yeah, that's the plan. Kind of. I have a kind of plan happening. And I'm only doing that because I know I want to kit up all these projects. So I know I always tend to plan really early, but I'm slowly kind of planning now because I want to be able to kit up all the projects that I would like to start next year. So when it's called in WIP Go, I will start that project if it's not already been started. If it's already been started, I'll just work on it that month. So we might have 4 new starts in a month, which could be really fun, or we might have 3 or 2 or whatever, you know. I think I've said this already, but I'm going to reiterate how I'm going to work my boards. 1 board is fully pieces that I already have going. They're WIPs already. 1 board is 100% new starts. Like nothing on that board is already being worked on. And then 1 board, or 2 of the boards are like a mix of I've either already started or I have them as like new starts, planned new starts. 1 is a little heavier on the new starts than the other one, so it goes from no new starts, some new starts, more new starts, and then all new starts in my WIP Go boards is how I'm envisioning this to be in my head. But all that to say, I have started kind of putting some things together. So I don't have all the flosses and things, so I don't want to do a kit parade yet. I might do one closer to the end of the year when I have hopefully kitted all of the projects. Except for the ones that use DMC, I don't kit for those. I only kit up the flosses when it is a fancy floss situation. Because DMC, I just go for a master set. So, anyway, it's been 40 minutes, and I've just been blathering. I did have a Flosstube to shout out, but I can't remember. Can't remember the name of the hold on, I'm gonna look it up because I've already shouted out Aimee, so go take a gander at her channel. But I would like to shout out, I think this is she's under 1,000 subs, so it's not like a super well known. I mean, maybe she is more well known than I know. She also hasn't put out a video in like 6 months, but I'm hoping that she'll come back, and I'd love to get her to 1,000. She's pretty close. She's at almost 900. I think she was at 900 at one point, and then she dropped because she hasn't made a video for a while. But maybe if she sees this, she'll make another video, because I have been watching. I did subscribe to her. Her name is Lisa S. Stitches. She is from the UK. I did not catch where about in the UK she is from. But she's got some really fun projects. She seems to love Halloween kind of stuff like me, so that's super fun. She has a Witchy Stitcher pattern going on this gorgeous piece of fabric that she dyed herself, and I'm just like, girl, hi. That's beautiful. Yeah, so, and she had a finish, at least in the last video that she made, she had a finish. She had gone to a retreat. Yeah, so, and that was, like I said, 6 months ago, so it's been, you know, a while, but go check her out. She's really fun. I also love listening to, you know, the voices of those folks across the pond. They have lovely, lovely voices. So sometimes we Americans sound a little bit, I don't know, not very refined. But, you know, whatever. That's neither here nor there. We don't need to go there. I'm super refined. What are we talking about? Anyway, I think that's everything. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for listening. Thank you for sticking around for 45 minutes. Congratulations to all of our winners of all of our giveaways today. AKA only 2 giveaways, but, you know, whatever. Super fun. Thank you for joining me. I will talk to you guys next week. Have a good one. Bye.